This is your FastCast for Sunday, July 16th. Our top story today, a 7.2 magnitude earthquake struck near the eastern Aleutian Islands last night, prompting tsunami concerns last night. You can see in this video right here, items shaking in Cold Bay, people scrambling in Eerieville. Another video coming up. The earthquake hit the island chain at about 10:48 last night. The epicenter was located about 55 miles southwest of Sand Point in the Aleutian Islands, about 615 miles southwest of Anchorage. Widely felt across the Aleutians, Alaska Peninsula, and Cook Inlet. That information from the Alaska Earthquake Center. The tsunami warning was issued and was later downgraded to an advisory before being canceled just before 1 this morning. There have been no immediate reports of significant damage or injuries. And we continue to update that story. Check alaskasnewssource.com and on air and online for the very latest as we continue to make phone calls and talk to officials about that story, gathering exactly the impacts from that earthquake. Our next story, it's an effort to revitalize downtown Anchorage. And we reached out to a couple of individuals who have been trying to beautify the area, and they say that's improving the vibe in downtown Anchorage.
When you do something that does for the mind, even for the people that have to deal with homelessness, it makes them smile. Color is a great medium for, and it doesn't work right away, but it works over time. It's kind of one of the things that will have an effect over time with these folks, and it already has. A lot of them have really taken a lot of pride in it.
Really nice to have those rewards and the feedback from the community that what we're doing is good. It's good, and it's really made everybody happy. I even noticed that some of the homeless people have toned their mood down quite a bit, and they're more happy.
That was artist Ziggy Ziegler and Tracy Wilson. They're the folks who have been beautifying downtown Anchorage, and we'll have much more on that story tonight at 10. Also, American Ninja Warrior is a contest set with brutal obstacles that only the toughest of athletes can imagine competing in. Nick Hansen of Unanaclete has been competing on the show for 10 seasons, and Michael Snell has been doing that for 5. This year, they've joined by newcomer Forrest Strick from Wasilla. While they're all at different stages of their American Ninja Warrior careers, they all say they've enjoyed their time on the show and are excited to see so many Alaskans taking on the challenge. To see each of the athletes as they compete in the qualifiers, tune in to Channel 2 at 7 o'clock to see your local Ninja Warriors, and of course we'll have more on this story tonight at 10. And the last story that we're talking about today for your FastCast for Sunday, July 16th, cell phone service and coverage. We get a variety of perspectives from people who say why it's extremely important for there to be better coverage in Alaska for public safety concerns.
Cell reception is one of those things we're all chasing in sort of the rural parts of Alaska. And why it's important for us as a fire service is that when people see an accident, they need to be able to accurately be able to call 911 at that time and describe exactly where the incident is.
Alaska's cell coverage includes 2 major cell networks statewide, GCI and AT&T. Many reasons explain why cell service is hard to obtain, including distance from a cell tower, heavy cell traffic, weather, landscape, and dead spots. All these things can keep people from being able to communicate on the phone. This can become even a bigger concern when someone is involved in a public safety situation. And while cell phone companies often share towers and facilities where their network could be more vital to help keep you in communication with the world, there is still a considerable lack within rural areas here in Alaska. This has been your FastCast for Sunday, July 16th. Tune in to our late edition for more news and information, and of course at alaskasnewssource.com.